State.
Golden State, you have the first pick. Who you taking?
I'm taking him.
That's what I mean. I think they're gonna end up with the first pick, and so I that would be a good fit. I mean, I think like there were talks about him kind of like floating at times, not having the greatest motor. Draymond will hold him accountable.
Yeah,
Like,
and then he's playing with veterans, so it's like,
yeah.
yeah, they wouldn't play that stuff with him. So I
So
think Golden State would be great. I think he makes more sense than anybody else in this draft if you're Golden State.
yeah, I mean, if they fall, then you can take Okongwu, and we'll cover him at another time. So for the people that don't know, like you're a skills trainer. I mean, we both train NBA players. We've trained some high level college players. Um, so we definitely bring, I think, a little bit different to the table than a lot of guys that are doing this draft stuff. So if I'm Wiseman's agent and I'm hiring you to be in charge of his training, what would you have him do? And your James Barlow summer school session.
For one, I'd probably just try to find a guard, about a 6'2" guard for him to play one-on-one with consistently. One thing, again, the small sample size, he tries to block too many jump shots on the perimeter, and you can't do that in the NBA. Like he's a pump fake biter. So you get killed on that in the NBA. As soon as those guys lift up, they know you're jumping. That's how you find yourself getting into foul trouble. Like Mitchell Robinson trying to block everything. You're not going to block too many jump shots. So to me, that's what I would have him. Just have him playing one-on-one, keeping his feet down. Working on his instincts, playing one-on-one defense, because that's where your value increases as a big. Is can you defend on the perimeter? Can you keep those guys in front of you? Can you work on your timing, blocking shots? Obviously, it's 2020. He's got good mechanics. Shoot some threes, man. Work on your three-ball game. And just for the most part, I'd have him play a lot of like one-on-one, again, with 6'2", 6'4", 6'5" guys. So that when he does get the switch, can he take advantage of the post mismatch? Because that's what it looks like. The guys that are your top bigs in the NBA, your Cats, your Embiids, those guys, they take advantage of mismatch. You can't put a guard on them. Whereas, Rudy Gobert, again, he's supposed to be the top defensive big in the NBA. You can throw a guard on him because he may not finish. He's just relying on putbacks and lobs.
Well, one thing I do know, just because I'm friends with guys that have played on the Jazz, is their theory is even if they get a switch, even if they get Rudy on the guard, they figure the better mismatches if you got a big on Donovan or if you got a big on
right.
Guard is. So
I agree with that.
It doesn't even matter. It's just for him to get out the way. Now,
right. But at the same time, hold on. If you put a guard on Brook Lopez, and I'm not comparing Wiseman to Lopez, but if you put a guard on Brook Lopez on a switch, he ends up on a block, Lopez is going to score on him every single time.
But he's a natural.
But he's a natural big. Yeah,
he was a 20-point per game scorer.
yeah.
In the old NBA.
That's just me kind of like looking at bigs being devalued. As more as you can get like the cheap rim running guy to do the job than to like draft high on somebody who hasn't shown you a lot of like offensive potential.
Well, look at it this way, and I have to look at the numbers to double check. But I think if you're the number one pick in the draft, you're guaranteed like $48 million. So he doesn't qualify for being a cheap rim runner if you draft him number one. You're basically
but
because I don't know how much. It may be like $9 or $10 million is what the first pick is going to get the first at least 2 years. And then
what I'm saying is, are you going to draft him and he only ends up being? You evaluate his talent, his potential, and you sit here and say, you know what, he's going to be a rim runner. So you take a rim runner in the top 3 of the NBA draft. That's what I'm saying.
I think you. I mean, I figure it's a risk any draft, and especially this draft. I figure he has a nice baseline set of skills that you can work with. Now, if I'm doing his training, of course, I'm going to have him still do stuff on the post to exploit mismatches, work on his outside shooting. I would definitely have him making at least 200 to 300 threes a day, which in an empty gym, that's not a lot of time. But I would also have him doing some stuff where he can attack a closeout on a straight line drive. I think that eventually that's something that he should be able to do. As far as like on the defensive end, I know like you said, like have him play somebody 6'2", that's cool. But to me, defense is all attitude. Like
Now,
it's,
if you can't move your feet,
but he can move his feet. Like he has the
he can.
fluidity and the agility. He has all of that. It's just attitude. Like, did you read that article about Bam, his Miami Heat workout?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I have to find the article and send it to you. But he said on his workout with the Heat, that's what they had him do. They had all these drills where they were just trying to wear him out. And then whoever the guard he was going up against in the workout, and it might have been multiple guards, he had to like pick them up and defend. It might have been like full court. And he was like
Yeah,
yelling at Pat Riley, like, this is what I effing do. Or it was something crazy like that. But again, Bam is like an attitude guy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
so, but I mean, I do think that would be good to have him, work on defending in space. But if he has the tools and all the physical attributes to do it, but it's just a matter of his attitude. So my next question for you about Wiseman is, if you had to compare him to a player, I know this is something that you like to do, who would you compare him to?
He's 7'1". And if I say I think he's a rim runner right now, just because I haven't seen enough of everything else. But a 7'1" rim runner, he's more athletic than Capella. I think he catches better than Capella.
I'll give you mine. I know it's a totally different era and the game has changed, but I see a little bit of Jermaine O'Neal in this game.
See, I only remember the polished Jermaine O'Neal
Well,
with
I
the
mean,
headband
he
in
play in
Indiana.
Portland, but I mean, he could knock
Right.
down the mid-range J. He could post. And then, Jermaine was super skinny when he first got to the league.
Right.
But, yeah, I mean, I just see I've also seen people say he has a similar build and athleticism as David Robinson.
I saw that. I kind of see with the left-handed, he's taller, obviously, but he kind of looked like Chris Bosh a little bit as far as.
I think Bosh is more skilled though at the same.
Yeah, but I'm just talking about like build-wise, not
yeah.
like but build-wise, I see Chris Bosh. But yeah, I just wish I could have saw more.
All right. Anything you want to add about Wiseman?
He's just a guy that this coronavirus is killing him right now. As far as just showing what he can work out, workouts is killing him for real because he played 3 games, and he might be the dude that just kills the workout. He shoots lights out. Because you're only working on his game what in November, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
yeah, plenty of time. He should.
Yeah,
he should have put on the weight. He's gonna be rusty, yeah. Man. He hasn't played. He's played 3 games in the last year.
And so, what do you think about I'm not looking at the draft order, but like a team that would take him top 3, I think would be Charlotte for sure.
Oh yeah, they definitely need a center bad.
And he would look good, I think, with Devontae Graham. So.
Charlotte needs a center. I think Golden State would take a center.
I still think Cleveland is looking at a center.
I do, but I just figure like the money that they're going to be throwing around, and then how many teams are going to give Drummond a lot of money. So Drummond may be stuck there,
If Charlotte doesn't get him, Charlotte will throw some money at Drummond. They don't get Wiseman.
Or Congo.
That's true too.
I think Charlotte's
Just
going
kind
to
of
get
depends
hot.
where they're. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, we just finished talking about James Wiseman. So let's move on to the next prospect.